Welcome, wrestling warriors. You're tuned into Wrestle Watch Central, your daily dose of WWE. Hit that bell, and let's get started. What unfolded on Monday Night Raw left fans frozen in disbelief, because what many assumed would be a celebration of partnership and strength instead became one of the most unexpected betrayals in recent WWE memory. Bron Breakker, a rising star often labeled as the future face of WWE, blindsided the man who trusted him most, Bronson Reed. The moment felt personal, not competitive, and the shockwaves of that decision have spread through the locker room and the WWE Universe alike. A shocking turn no one saw coming. The night began like any other, with Bronson Reed stepping into the ring fresh off a physically demanding match against Chad Gable, one that showcased Reed's resilience and athleticism. As Reed stood in the ring recovering, the arena lights dipped, and Bron Breakker's music hit. Fans cheered, expecting a moment of mutual respect between two powerful athletes. But instead of celebration, Breakker approached with a cold, quiet focus. Without warning, he charged, delivering a sudden and devastating spear that sent Reed crashing to the mat, leaving both the audience and commentary stunned into silence. A calculated ambush, not a misunderstanding. What makes the moment even more unsettling is how intentional it felt. There was no hesitation, no uncertainty, and no attempt to hide emotion. Breakker followed the attack with a barrage of quick, relentless strikes before officials swarmed the ring to separate the two. As they pulled Breakker back, he shouted words filled with frustration, proof that this wasn't random. It was a decision rooted in pride, impatience, and a growing resentment that had been simmering beneath the surface for months. The unspoken friction between two powerhouses. To understand why this happened, we have to revisit the history between Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. When WWE paired them together, many fans questioned if their partnership could survive the clash of two dominant personalities. At first, they proved everyone wrong. They dismantled teams across Raw with ease, combining strength, speed, and a unique chemistry that made them feel unstoppable. Yet even during their early success, small signs of tension appeared. Breakker's dismissive looks during interviews, Reed taking the decisive pins in key matches, and Breakker's visible frustration whenever attention shifted toward his partner. The first visible crack in the partnership. Just last week, Reed secured a decisive victory with his signature splash, and instead of joining the celebration, Breakker walked away in silence. That moment replayed in fans' minds as they watched the attack on Raw. The truth is clear now. Breakker wasn't just frustrated, he was reaching a breaking point. The tag team partnership that once looked powerful now appears to have been held together by pride, pressure, and unspoken jealousy. Examining why Bron Breakker snapped. Three major theories are circulating about Breakker's motivation. The first is simple. Ego. Breakker has been trying to step out from the looming shadow of his legendary wrestling family, and teaming with Reed didn't help that. When fans began suggesting Reed was leading the team, Breakker's pride took a hit. The second theory points to WWE management possibly testing Breakker's adaptability, placing him in a team instead of giving him the immediate spotlight he expected. If that's true, the test may have triggered frustration he could no longer contain. And the third theory is strategic. WWE could be building toward a major storyline before WrestleMania season. Whether Breakker acted on impulse or followed direction from above remains a mystery. The immediate fallout. Backstage. After the chaotic scene, sources say the atmosphere backstage grew tense. Several superstars confronted Breakker, demanding answers. Reed was immediately taken for medical evaluation after the unexpected attack, and while initial reports suggest soreness and bruising, no serious injuries have been confirmed. Yet Breakker reportedly returned backstage declaring, "I'm done being the muscle, I'm the main event." That statement alone reveals the mindset that fueled his actions. It wasn't about hurting someone, it was about proving something. Triple H's reported reaction to the incident behind the scenes, the situation may have grown more complicated. Reports suggest that Triple H was unhappy, not with the storyline twist itself, but because Breakker may have gone off script. If that is true, WWE now faces the challenge of handling Breakker's rising temper while also deciding whether to turn this real tension into on-screen storytelling. The line between performance and reality has blurred, adding even more intrigue to what happens next. The impact on both men's careers. This single moment has dramatically shifted the trajectory of both superstars. For Bronson Reed, the attack gives him a deeply personal motive, something his character has rarely been given. He is respected for his in-ring dominance, but he has often been overlooked in major storylines. Now, he has a narrative centered on betrayal, resilience, and the desire for redemption. For Bron Breakker, the situation could define his character for years. He has instantly become one of Raw's most talked-about figures. But the question remains, will WWE embrace this new aggressive side of Breakker, or will they treat it as insubordination with consequences? The WWE Universe erupts in shock. Social media exploded the moment the segment aired. Fans debated passionately, some furious at Breakker for turning on a trusted partner, others excited to see a darker, more intense side of the rising star. Many expressed disappointment, insisting Reed didn't deserve the betrayal after how strongly he supported Breakker throughout their run as a team. But regardless of which side fans fall on, the one undeniable truth is that people are talking. The moment was powerful enough to shake the entire fan base. Bronson Reed's emotional perspective. If there is anyone whose story matters most in all of this, it's Bronson Reed. He's a man who fought his way up through years of adversity. From small independent shows to global championships, he built his career on quiet perseverance, earning respect through determination rather than dramatics. For him, this wasn't just a partner turning on him, it was a personal loss of trust. He believed in a partnership, in teamwork, in building something bigger than himself. Breakker shattered that belief in seconds, but knowing Reed's history, this setback will fuel him rather than stop him. When he returns, his motivation will be deeper than pride. It will be about reclaiming respect and confronting the man who took advantage of his trust. What WWE could do. Next, all eyes are now on WWE's next move. Fans expect a storyline that acknowledges the emotional intensity of what unfolded, possibly involving an official reprimand or temporary suspension for Breakker. At the same time, this could be the start of one of Raw's most personal rivalries heading into WrestleMania season. Reed confronting Breakker in a future segment, no dramatic music, no theatrics, just a determined walk to the ring, has the potential to be one of the most powerful moments of the year. Why this story truly matters. At its core, this situation goes deeper than physical confrontation. It touches on themes of respect, brotherhood, trust, and ambition. The betrayal resonates because it reflects the emotional code at the heart of professional wrestling. The idea that a partner in the ring is someone you rely on, someone you stand beside, someone who protects your back when you're vulnerable. Breakker's actions broke that code. That is why fans are outraged. That is why the locker room reacted strongly. And that is why this moment will be remembered long after Raw goes off the air.